Schmo with the pro. He's on a 9-fight win streak. He's the number 3 ranked UFC welterweight. Remember the name, Belal Muhammad in the flesh, Las Vegas, Nevada. How we doing?
Good, my brother. Glad to see you, man. Excited for fight week. My brother Jared fighting Saturday night. Jim Miller is going down.
That's right. He's fighting a legend. He's coming off that Bobby Green no contest. State Fair Jerry, man. He can't get enough of Las Vegas.
Yeah, but quick turnaround, good turnaround. He was looking great in that Bobby Green fight. So when they called him for another veteran, Jim Miller, you couldn't turn it down. So I'm excited for it because it's another big name for him to make his name off of.
Certainly is. And the Schmo saw you over in San Jose with Team Khabib. You went from San Jose here to Las Vegas. You're training with everybody.
Yeah, I'm getting around, man. There's no rest. All I know is grind. For me, it's like people are expecting me to be on a victory parade, but I still haven't got the title shot. The job's not done yet. So once I win the belt, then I could go on my little parade. Habib's down there in San Jose. I get to learn from those guys, train with Abu Bakr, to learn from Cain Velasquez. Daniel Cormier was on there. Javier Mendez, like the great minds on there. It was awesome.
Yeah, what's it like with Cain Velasquez up there?
It was cool, man. It was like we were doing the bike workouts. It's nuts because they're making you go at a certain speed the whole time. And he's like, come on, you don't want to lose this fight. I'm like, bro, I just fought. And I'm like dying. I'm like, bro, I'm supposed to be relaxing. He's like, push. So it's like I was still like in a camp. They were pushing me hard the whole time. And it felt good because, to have a legend yelling at you in your ear and you're like, man, I don't want to look soft in front of this guy. So it just made me go that much harder.
Coach Cain Velasquez, same intensity as the UFC heavyweight champion, Cain Velasquez.
Honestly, I'm looking at it like it's epic because, the little knowledge, the little details you get from those guys, and they've been through it all. They've seen it all. And just to see him, he's on the match with us, in the trenches with us. It was cool to experience it. And, it was my first time ever meeting him and nothing but respect for him. And, to have a guy like that, wanting to hold pads for me, teach me little things, show me little things, it was great.
How did the dynamics work from the coaching side when he got Cain on the mats, he got DC on the mats, and Khabib, 3 Hall of Famers?
Honestly, it was epic. I'm sitting there like not believing it. I'm like on the mats and just to hear them all saying something, and DC and Khabib are just like joking with each other, and Cain's like joking with her too. It was like all funny to see how they all interacted with each other. So it was cool to experience. And I was like, man, I wish I would have been here in the heyday when they were all on the mats together, fighting together. I can only imagine how funny it was. Who's
leading the way? Because they're all alphas.
They are all alphas, but the wrestling day was DC. But, Khabib was still out there. And, when it's any type of grappling day, Khabib's going to teach you anything. And, Cain's one of those guys, too. He's stepping up at any moment. So it was cool just to be a part of that whole thing. And, none of them had an ego. They're all, like I said, joking with each other, playing around with each other. But when it got time to work, they put us all to work.
And speaking of work, you're coming off that UFC 288 co-main event 5-round victory against Gilbert El Dorino Burns. But you're not guaranteed this title shot, or are you? What's the deal, man?
Oh, I mean, we're guaranteed a title shot. We just got to wait what happens with these two dorks, Colby and Leon. There's nothing that's coming from it. So for me, it's like I'm hoping that Dana's realizing that, we got this guy that's actually fighting, the guy that took a fight on 3 weeks' notice, guy that came off the couch, guy that came and dominated a ranked opponent on 2 weeks' notice. During Ramadan, we called him, we needed him. He came and showed up. So maybe we'll give him a title shot in Abu Dhabi like Leon wants, which makes the most sense in the world. So I'm hoping that's what happens, but you never know.
Yeah, because they're not fighting July 29th. There's a pay-per-view event over there in London. It might be a fight night at this point, but their names aren't on that fight. How long are you willing to wait? Because it seems like if they are fighting in the fall, you might not get a title shot till 2024. Is that what you're willing to do?
For me, I'm always training. I'm always getting better. And you get to this point in your career where it's like the goal was to get to the title shot. The goal is to get to the belt. And, they guarantee me if I beat Gilbert, you get it next. So it's like, if I have to wait, I'll wait. I'm only going to keep getting better. It's only going to be worse for Colby or Leon, whichever one of them guys is next, because I'm just going to be a different version. Every fight you guys see me getting better, growing, getting better. And to see what I could do to a guy that's number 3 in the world, one of the best fighters in the world, Gilbert Burns, on a couple weeks' notice, what do you think I'm going to do in 8 weeks' notice or 3 months' notice to one of these other 2 guys? And I do think that Gilbert was the hardest fight out of the 3. So the other 2 guys are going to be easier fights, so it's going to be an easier path to victory for me.
So what are you going to do with all this time off? I know you're going to be training, but how are you going to stay busy? Because you're always a guy who likes to be active inside the cage.
I mean, just getting work in with all these guys. You know, if I'm training with Khabib and all these guys, anytime they're in America, back with my team, you know, Ignacio Bahamondes just got fight news, so we'll have some news for him soon. Jared Gordon going out there training with those guys. So I'm a guy that likes to get around, move around, learn from other coaches. You got the Ultimate Fighter champion coach right here, the guy that people didn't know about, but you guys are gonna know about him soon. Jason Strout, I'm learning from him too. So.
Might as well bring him in here right now. He can get off the phone. Hey, nice Metallica shirt.
Hey, thanks, man. How you guys doing?
Hey, we can't complain, man. The Ultimate Fighter. You made the debut on television.
I got to be in the background. You got to see me kind of look at everybody and hold little pads, and yeah, it was a good experience.
Yeah, we might as well ask you one question on that right now in the flesh. Where you had Michael Chandler, you had Conor McGregor. What is the interaction, though, behind the camera that they're not showing us right now? Because when did this thing turn south between the two men?
Guess you'll just have to tune in and see.
Oh, you can't even give us a secret?
I mean, I wish I could tell you, but I forget things a lot. You know, being a coach, you get hit a lot. Sometimes these guys miss, kick you in the back of the head. So it's like it erases everything and it just starts over day after day. So watching the series last night, it was all new to me too. So it was kind of exciting to see what happened. And I'm looking forward to the show myself.
It was nice probably coaching the veterans and not the younger guys because some of these guys already know what to do. They've had their time in the UFC and other big promotions.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It definitely makes it easier to coach guys that have been there before and they got that fire and you don't really have to encourage them to do anything. You just kind of fine tune them. You know, they're like, I don't want to say old cars, but, you know, you kind of fine tune them carburetors and let them things run, you know? It's exciting.
Such a small community here because you also get work over there at Sanford MMA. I guess it's Killcliff FC. That's where Gilbert Burns trains.
Yeah.
He just fought him.
Yeah, I was thinking about that laying here in this bed next to him at night. I'm like, you know, you beat my friend and he's over here sleeping. Maybe I can get a little revenge for my friend Gilbert, you know? But we'll see tonight.
Sharing a bed. At least they're queen size and not full size beds, right?
We're going to be sharing a bed tomorrow, though. We're getting a different room. We got the suite tomorrow. You know, Jared Money Gordon got us a suite tomorrow, so it's going to be a fun time.
What do you make of this BMF belt? Because now it's not in the 170-pound weight division. It's going down to 155. They're anointing the winner of Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje 2 over in Salt Lake City, the next BMF champion.
Honestly, I'm excited for it because if you're not excited for that fight, you're not a real fight fan. So both those guys deserve it, and I think that they deserve it more than the other two guys to be the BMF champion. So I think this fight's going to be amazing. I think I'm going to go down there just to watch it live because that action is going to be nuts.
McGregor
Chandler, is that going to be 155 or 170?
I mean, there's all sorts of weights floating around, 85, 75. We'll see what happens. I don't think anything's locked in. At least I don't know if anything's locked in. I mean, it could.
Come on, coach.
Are you preparing to be in the corner for that fight here in 2023? Maybe it's December, or do you think it's going to get pushed to 2024?
I'm prepared to be whenever it happens. You know, to tell you the truth, I don't know anything. I don't know if it's going to be at 85. I don't know if it's going to be at 200.
Do you even know your own weight?
I don't even know what I weigh right now. I'm just here. I'm just hanging out in this hotel room. I woke up next to Belal, and we're just seeing, you know, how things go with the rest of the day. So it's been intense.
Yeah, certainly has been intense right there. Do you really think Usman's going up to face Khamzat Chimaev at 185 pounds, or do you think he's going to stick to the 170-pound weight division?
I don't know, man. It's like this new Twitter age is kind of annoying because Hamzat's one of those guys, kind of like a McGregor, where he wants the attention. So throw out a random tweet here and there, but nothing ever comes of it, right? And it's like when they say that, I'm like, bro, that fight's not happening because they'll talk about it. They'll both say something about it. Then there won't be nothing else. Then you'll see, oh, Hamzat's going to fight this guy. Or Hamzat's going to fight that guy. So I think it's just literally all talk just to stay in the news, stay relevant. I'm excited to see if Usman fights again. I don't think he should go up to 185 because beating Hamzat, then if you beat him, you're probably going to be fighting for the title next, and he's not going to fight Izzy. So it's just knocking off another contender at 185 for no reason. So if Hamzat makes 170, that would be a great fight, but I doubt he can make 170. So we'll see what happens with Kamaru.
So what do you do then if you're not fighting up at 185 pounds if you're Kamaru? Who do you fight next?
Honestly, I think for him, you know, being a champion that long, you're looking for that big name, right? You want the big fights because you've been fighting in title fights your whole time. So I think he sits there and he waits. And if Leon loses the belt to me, which I think is going to happen, I'll give him the title shot because he was that long reigning champion. And honestly, I don't think he lost that fourth or that third Leon fight. So I would give him that title shot for sure.
What do you think it's going to take to get Bully B to invite the Schmo on Remember the Show? He's been saying this for over a year, maybe 2 years. We never got the invite.
He likes sweets. Maybe you take him out for some sweets and espresso. I mean, that's all I've been doing, and we've been hanging out all day. So give that a try.
He'll never make 170 in short notice that way.
Well, I think that's better for him. You make 170, he gets a little bit heavier. It seems like a fight shows up. So I think he needs to eat more. I think he needs to blow up, and then I think fights will happen for him.
Maybe that's the strategy.
That's a good point. They're trying to catch me slacking. So maybe, yo, Dana, I'm going to the buffet tonight. So if you want to hit me up the title fight, hit me up later tonight.
There it is. Can we get a final message for all the Bully B fans and the Coach Strout fans out there worldwide?
Thank you to everybody out there, to all my fans. I appreciate you guys. To all my haters, I appreciate you guys too. Your tears, your boos, I love that, man. It smells great when I hear you guys cry. So just keep the boos coming.
He smells the tears.
Interesting. Yeah, Belal's really not that bad of a guy. I mean, I didn't like him for a very long time, but now I've been forced to hang out with him due to our friend Jared Gordon. So yeah, he's a good guy, and I'm looking forward to maybe this guy getting a title shot. Just hope he doesn't have to fight one of my friends again,
Yeah, we definitely know we got 2 for 1. They're the pros. I'm the Schmo, Las Vegas. We're out.